We're back at it again with another Fortnite Save the World weapon review, and in this weapon review I'm going to be reviewing the Gravedigger. So let's get right into it. As you guys know, my review format is linked in the description, and of course I like to review weapons based on their individual performance with multiple heroes, and I also like to review weapons based on their performance throughout multiple weeks and different game modes. Okay, I just didn't jump into one game and then just gave you guys my thoughts on the weapon. Okay, I've been playing with all sorts of Gravediggers, 82s, 106s, and 130s, and I can confidently say that the Gravedigger, for the most part, is a really good consistent assault rifle that provides great damage with a great magazine size. That's basically one of the best things about the Gravedigger and why it's a really great sought after weapon, I guess you could say, in Fortnite Save the World. However, I just want to point out this weapon really is overrated. A lot of people give it a lot of credit just because it's a rare weapon. But just because it's a rare weapon doesn't mean that it is the most godlike weapon in the game. In fact, the Wraith Assault Rifle is actually 10 times better than the Gravedigger. And the reason for that is because the Gravedigger basically has the same range or a similar range to the Siegebreaker. The Siegebreaker starts losing about 50% of its damage when it comes down to about 5 to 6 tiles long, and that's the same problem with the Gravedigger. Now, the Wraith Assault Rifle, it starts losing about 50% of its damage within an 8 tile range or somewhere around there. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is the Gravedigger, it's basically a better Siegebreaker that has 40 bullets in the magazine. It's able to dish out a little bit of more damage, and of course you're going to be sort of more consistent with it because you are going to be able to, let's say, kill 2 mist monsters with 1 clip, like blasters for example, and then you can take care of a couple of basic husks. And the only reason why I'm sort of roasting the Gravedigger in that way is because I want you guys to know what you're getting with your gold. Not all of us have the time to just be grinding out gold just for a weapon that's basically a better Siegebreaker. If you don't want a better Siegebreaker, if you have a Wraith Assault Rifle, honestly the Gravedigger is just a weapon that you don't really need. However, in my opinion, one of the things that a lot of weapon reviewers forget to mention out there is diversity and utility. And the Gravedigger basically offers both of those things. When it comes down to diversity, you're going to have a really good, consistent fire element weapon. And keep in mind, you can also change the element of the Gravedigger that you're going to get your hands on. Now, another thing about the Gravedigger when it comes down to utility and diversity is it uses medium bullets. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't like running a Founder's Revolt, a Siegebreaker, and a Bundle Bus because it just burns through all of my light ammo. I like to be sort of kind of all over the place when it comes down to ammo types on my loadout. You know, sometimes I run medium ammo, heavy bullets, and shotgun shells, or sometimes I'm just gonna run medium ammo, light bullets, and heavy bullets. Okay, the point is, since the Gravedigger uses medium ammo, it basically gives you an opportunity to sort of be more diverse with your loadouts. Last but not least, when it comes down to how the weapon handles, it handles pretty well. Okay, the hip fire is actually really bad at the medium to long ranges. However, one of the things that I should point out when it comes down to the weapon's accuracy as you are moving, sometimes, you know, at the medium-ish ranges, I'm gonna say like 6 tiles, as if you start moving around and shooting the weapon too much, it does tend to be a little inaccurate. However, if you stand still with a Gravedigger and you just hold down the trigger, this thing is basically just going to be a laser beam. Now, when it comes down to recommended perks, you just want to be rocking critical rating, critical damage, and damage. It's basically just going to make the weapon like really consistent. And of course, last but not least, my friends, when it comes down to my star rating, I am going to give the Gravedigger a 5 out of 5 stars. I do think this weapon is a must-have because of all of the utility and all of the diversity that the Gravedigger is going to be able to give to your loadouts. With that said, make sure that you guys get your hands on the Gravedigger if you want a great all-around assault rifle that uses medium bullets, and be on the lookout for my Rat King review. See you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the weapon review, and as always, feel free to support me as part of the Support a Creator program. That would really help me out. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.